This isn't nearly as grand as Larnock Castle's marble fireplaces, but it's comfier, it's homelier, and until the 1930s it was an almost universal landmark in New Zealand. Of all the products of the industries in Dunedin, spawned by the gold rushes, the Orion stove was far and away the most familiar. It was designed and built by Henry Shacklock.
Shacklock designed the Orion specifically for the pioneer homes that were being built throughout New Zealand. Without them, home life in both town and country would have been very miserable indeed.
And for 50 years, it was the hearth of New Zealand. On this cosy range, pioneer families boiled their water, baked their bread, cooked their food, and around it they warmed their toes, dried the babies' nappies, and aired their views on everything from the state of the weather to the fate of the nation.
Shacklock, the ironmaster, was a different breed of man from Larnock, but the success of both of them was due to the same thing, the commercial boom that followed the gold rush. And Shacklock bought land from Larnock on which to build his first factory. As it happens, he too committed suicide about 4 years after Larnock, but he'd left his mark too. The Shacklock coal range endured for many years. It even received near royal approval.
Gentlemen, having used one of your ranges, number 2, on the royal train between Auckland and Rotorua during the Duke of York's visit, I wish to add my unsolicited testimonial to its great superiority over any ranges I have ever used. Considering the small size of the range and the great number that had to be catered for, it greatly exceeded my most sanguine expectations. Arthur George Taylor, Chef, Royal Train.
Shacklock's is one of the few industries spawned by gold in Dunedin that survives. Most others died or moved north. The new Shacklock factory at Taieri on the outskirts of Dunedin turns out electrical appliances, but the grandsons of Henry Eli Shacklock are still involved in the family business.